Let's talk about the messaging framework your brand should follow. I don't want to get a bunch of technical stuff going on, but understand this. This is Darren Monroe, 30 years branding marketing experience for Universal DreamWorks, MCA. I did marketing for the albums of Jay-Z, Eminem, Limp Bizkit, Nelly Furtado, The Roots here in Chicago for the Chicago market. And I've also marketed $6 billion worth of films like Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, Star Wars, a whole bunch of other places for the Chicago markets and for the New Orleans markets when I was working in iHeartMedia. Here's the thing I'm going to break down to you. The core messaging you want to have, and you definitely want to subscribe to my channel on this. I just started the channel. You'll love this. The core messaging you want to have is the ability for you to say something quickly that grabs people, to tell them where your emotional connection is. I'm going to explain all of this and then go right into the jugular of what it is that you're there to give them and what the call to action to. So let me give you an example in my very own channel. I just did a little bit when I talked about this in the beginning, but I'll give you a clear brand message. Listen, this is mine. How to stand out from 100% of the competition without ever competing with them. Hi, I'm Darren Monroe. I teach branding, how to stand out. That's branding. It has nothing to do with pretty colors and websites and logos. Anybody can tell you that. But what I'm telling you is an ability to stand out and become an emotional brand. That's how I have this channel. And that's why I have a private badass branding group that's designed to help people stand out so that you can sell more quickly at higher conversions repeatedly at higher prices. I want you to understand the core reason. If you emotionally stand out, if you're the only emotional solution, you win, because 100% of the people buy based on emotion. Wow. I know you're thinking, well, how did that do that for me? The first thing I did is talked about the number one thing I did. You got to think this through. Look at your industry right now and think about 3 things that you don't want to do in your industry you don't agree with. And then it's what I call the differentiator. I've taught people this for decades now. Then the other 3 thing is the things you want to do. Let me give an example with Starbucks. I often give Starbucks. Starbucks said, we don't want to have donuts. We'll have pastries. We don't want to have extra large coffee. We want to have venti. We don't want to have a fast food environment. We want to have a lounge environment where you can come, chill out, do your work, have business meeting. It's the place to be. You see what I'm saying? You want that exclusivity that makes you different from anybody else. It's going to take a little work for you. If you're a creator online, for instance, and let's say you're talking personal development, you got to make sure you quickly stand out from everybody else. I know this guy who does manifestation, but what makes his manifestation different is that he has something he does called 3D, 4D, 5D. And that makes him stand out. That's different. Never ever heard of that. He's a differentiator. You need to be the differentiator, because guess what? That's what branding is. If you can start off and let them know, here's what's in it for you. This is how I stand out. That is going to be your power part. Again, think of 3 things in the industry you don't like, 3 things you do like. Think about what I said in the beginning. I said I'm going to make you stand out from 100% of the competition without doing fancy websites and logos and pretty, and I'm going to go right to the nitty-gritty and help you. That's how you stand out. Did I earn your subscription on this? You definitely want to watch the rest of my videos. Connect with me. I just started the channel. I'll see you on the other end. Just follow me, and you got more coming. Look at my past 10 videos. You'll love them.